Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be discussing building. Now, this is future wealth building. We're going to be talking about some of our requirements for future wealth. We're going to cover the number one key step to acquiring that goal. Examples of keeping to your goals. We're going to be talking about if you started at 18, if you started at 13, where you would be at, and we're going to talk about ways to cut back on our spending and achieve those long-term goals. So this is a very quick PowerPoint slide, just 3 slides, and it is really quick. So we're going to be talking about future wealth requirements. Discipline will be your primary key to your financial future. When you're going to make a purchase and you're looking at an item, tell yourself, is that a want or a need? I tell myself this all the time. After, I always go back and I think about Dave Ramsey's class, The Financial Peace. He talks about this quite a bit. Keeping to your budget, asking yourself, is it a want or a need? If I'm going to the store, I do need 5 days worth of groceries to cook for dinner. So I know I'm going to be buying maybe two chicken items. I'm going to buy some beef. Might get some turkey, and then I'll have like a wild card. I might get some sausage or steak, and I'll cook one of those five each day of the week, Monday through Friday. And then I might save Saturday and Sunday for a special occasion, maybe going out somewhere, and we might pack sandwiches or so. So discipline will be your financial future, and of course, going into wants and needs. If I'm in the store and also in the cookie aisle or treats, if I'm looking at a pack of cookies and I haven't had cookies in 10 or not 10, I'll say 10 days, and I really want that cookie, I don't really need it. It is just a want. I could be spending and saving that $5 to build my wealth in the future. So, fact, building wealth is a marathon. It is not a sprint, so do not start off trying hard. You will tire out, fizzle, and give up. It's a slow pace. If you begin very furious, you're putting in more than you can really handle, or you're taking it too quick at the beginning, you're not learning and investing in yourself on as far as like knowledge. You need to be learning in baby steps. Don't take it all in at once. Don't put all your money into the stock market and think that you're going to come out on top, because it is a long process. So think of it as a marathon. So here are some timely examples. So at age 18, if you began investing, so you have a job, you save $2,000, and now you began investing maybe in stock market, or you open up your IRA account, which is the individual retirement account, and you just started, say, with $2,000, and then you began adding $200 a month until the age of 65 with a 7% return. Now I use 7% because the S&P 500 average return is 7%, but of course you can get more. If you start off with, I do dividend reinvestments, and I'm not going to get into that very long, but I start off at 4%, and then with each year, most of those companies increase their dividends by a percentage. So if you have a growth of, say, 10% growth in your dividend stock, within 7 years, your initial dividend will double. So that initial 4% could become 10% over time. So I'm using 7% in this example because that is the average with the S&P 500. So again, if you invested $2,000, adding $200 a month, by the age of 65, at 7% return, you would acquire $867,880. That is $114,800 invested of your money, 192,421 of interest that you've acquired, and then 560,659 compound interest. That is interest at the end of the year that's reapplied to your total whole, and then compounded again at the semi-annually or quarterly, depending on your investment. If you're invested in stocks, a lot of those dividend stocks that are in the S&P 500, they do pay out quarterly, which is then compounded quarterly. So if you're beginning at age 30, doing the same process, you begin investing $2,000 and adding $200 a month until the age of 65 at a 7% return, you would be at $365,571. Now, that's $86,000 invested, $108,000, $108,000 and 12 $108,012. That's kind of funky. 171,559 of compound interest. Now again, just money that you've that's been compounded either quarterly or semi-annually or annually. So you can see that the difference is $502,309, and it's all due to compound interest. You know, the initial invested is slightly different. You know, it's a difference of about, let's say, 20 and 10 is 30, about $30,000 initially invested difference. The interest itself, 108 to 192, is a bit, you know, that's $90,000 right there. But you're going to see the big difference in your compound interest. So 171,000 of compound interest versus 560,000 of compound interest, and the age difference is only 12 years. So that is 12 years that is giving you a difference of $502,000. So that is all due to compounding interest. So the earlier you start, the better it is for you. So if you're out there and you're watching this, you're 16, you're 17, you're 18, this is a great time for you because you can get a job. This is a really easy investment for the long term. $2,000 when you're living at your parents' house is easy peasy. You know, don't worry about buying a car first. Worry about getting and setting up $2,000 in an IRA and then adding $200 to it a month at, you know, of course you can always start off a little bit slower, $50, $100, $200, but we're going to be talking about ways to cut. Where can we cut? So you might be thinking, I don't have $200 a month to invest monthly. Take these three daily decisions into consideration. We're going to look at our expenses, our cost per day, and our cost per month. Now, I guess I should have just listed coffee, but I put Starbucks coffee because that is one of the locations that's very close to me. We have it right down the block, and I could easily walk there within 2 minutes and buy myself a latte for $5 every day if I really wanted. But do I want to be spending $5 a day or about $100 a month? No, obviously not. I get a packet of tea from, you know, a supermarket for about $2 to $3, and inside there's about 20 tea packets, which will last me for a whole month. So instead of spending $5 a day, I spend $5 for a whole month. So lunches. Are you one that brings your lunch into work, or do you constantly go out to lunch every single day, spending $8 a day, or about $160 in a month? You know, what type of person are you? Cigarettes. Now, I'm not one that smokes, and I'm not sure what the heck I did there with my cost per day, but average cost per day for cigarettes, I think the average price for a cigarette pack was $5.50 now in the year 2017. So I average that the cost per day is about $2 to $5 because you may not be smoking a cartridge a day. But some people, you know, there are those out there that may smoke about $2 to $5 a day. So I average that at 3.5 times your 30, which is about $105. So right there, the examples above show about $365 per month that we could be cutting out of our daily expenses. So maybe you don't drink coffee every day or buy lunch daily or smoke. So think of other examples on how you can be able to set aside at least $200 monthly for your future. So that is it for, of course, this quick building wealth video. Each of these steps slides should just be taken into consideration. And of course, my name is Brent with The Financial Investor. Check me out on Facebook at Financial Investor 101 or on my website, Financial-Investor. Thanks for tuning in, and of course, if you have watched up until this point, I do want to thank you again for watching, and if you did like the video, if you have any suggestions, and if you just want to subscribe for future financial videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or want to say hello, please leave me a comment, and I will always reply. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.